Hey, what's going on, Read My Lips people? It's time for some news, not news. This week, apparently there's been a huge scandal. And they've labeled this scandal Sharpiegate. Look, I wasn't even going to cover this because really it's not news. But multiple people have said you should speak on it a little because it really speaks on the psyche of our current POTUS. And I said, you know what? You're right. So at first I thought Sharpiegate was about some sort of memes I saw not too long ago where Trump would be walking with Melania and he'd have an umbrella and she wouldn't. And like Sharpies were, like a Sharpie was added on to the current umbrella he's holding to also cover her up, or they would draw using a Sharpie an umbrella for her and she's holding it. And it's, it's little funny memes, nothing too crazy, nothing too serious. But I was like, really? That's Sharpiegate? I mean, she doesn't have an umbrella or he's not sharing his umbrella. Big fucking deal. Like that shit like that really doesn't bother me, to be honest. But no, that's not what Sharpiegate was about. So apparently, Trump altered a map of Hurricane Dorian to prove he was right about his tweet about Alabama. So you might be wondering, what are you talking about, his tweet about Alabama? So the anticipated storm that was coming, and correct me if I'm wrong, was supposed to hit South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. And the Birmingham National Weather Service solidified that that's where, that's the courses of where this storm could potentially hit. South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. Well, Trump had tweeted it's also going to hit Alabama. And the Birmingham National Weather Service corrected him. They said, no, it's not going to hit Alabama. Alabama is not, somewhere this storm is going to hit. And it's a good thing they corrected it, because if you live in Alabama and you think you're going to get hit by this storm, you start taking precautions. You may panic. It could be a whole domino effect of things that could happen. So Trump tweeted it was going to hit Alabama. The Birmingham National Weather Service corrected him. Should be done. Like, any normal person is going to be like, oh, okay, well, Alabama, you're in the clear. My bad. But this is Donald Trump we're talking about. That's not going to happen. Right? He's a cartoon character. So he proceeded to double down on it hitting Alabama and said the original report said Alabama. He didn't want to take no for an answer. And I guess the tweets went, I don't know if they went back and forth, but I saw multiple tweets from Trump talking about it's going to hit Alabama, and the Birmingham National Weather Service is spouting fake news, etc. So, on Wednesday, weather reporters and other experts noticed that it looked like someone had drew an extra little bubble on a map. So Trump was holding a map of the hurricane and the places it was supposed to hit. And at the very corner of the places it was supposed to hit, almost seemingly drawn with a Sharpie, Alabama was added to the places it was going to hit. So let's stop and review. Storm is coming. The weather people tell us where the storm's going to hit. Trump tweets about the storm, adds an extra place the storm is going to hit. The weather service quickly corrects him as to avoid panic and unnecessary, actions. Trump doesn't like that, proceeds to go back and forth with the weather people, and then doubles down on where he feels it's going to hit, and literally adds an extra bubble on the map of the storm hitting Alabama somewhere it's not gonna hit. That is so childish and so petty that it's fucking hilarious. And I don't hate Trump. I'm not one of those people that hate Trump. I actually find him very entertaining, but I get what people mean. He is POTUS, and he has a job to do, and we need to take his actions serious, and we need to pay close attention to it, to what he's doing, and to his psyche. And this is so childish that I can see why it bothers some people to the degree that it does. Because they're saying, this is the guy, this is POTUS. This is the guy who has access to the red button. This is the guy who's making deals with all the other head honchos across the world. It's dangerous to have someone so childish. And I get it. I honestly, I get it. But I can't bring myself to be like outraged or shocked. This is just fucking hilarious. This is some shit. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the Family Guy episode, but I think Peter's arguing with a donkey, and then the donkey just keeps doubling down, and it covers his ears. He goes, it's fucking hilarious. Trump is that donkey. I'm not calling him a jackass, though he might be. He's a child. He's a man-child. I've never seen some shit like that. Can you imagine if Obama did some shit like that? If he just drew a fucking extra bubble on the map? No, it's gonna hit here. It's gonna hit here. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's gonna hit here. That is some shit. That is some shit. Can you imagine if Bernie Sanders, right, was talking about Dorian and where it was gonna hit, and Bernie Sanders drew a fucking extra bubble on the map? Like, you wouldn't hear the end of it. They'd be like, oh, crazy Bernie adding shit to the map. So, there's no way they would have got off scot-free. There's no way so many people would have got off scot-free without the media talking about it. So, Trump, you ain't getting off scot-free without me talking about it. But again, I'm not like angry. I'm not outraged. And people were wondering, and I will say this as a caveat. People were wondering whether it was Trump or whether it was somebody else that used a Sharpie pen on the map. Some people saying, no, it wasn't Trump. It was somebody else. If somebody else drew that shit on the map, Trump would have known about it. There's no way he would have fucking known if he would have known somebody drew that shit with a Sharpie on the map. Like, he just would have. But the fact that he doubled down, the fact that he was so adamant that it was gonna hit, and then he had like a different map, and he was like, "See, look, it was gonna hit Alabama," but that map literally said something along the lines of like, "Pay no attention to this map." So, oh man, Trump, you're fucking hilarious, and you don't even realize it. You're a funny guy, but yeah, he's a man-child, man. He's a man-child. It's hard to take him serious. It really is. And because of your actions, Sharpiegate was born. And CNN's been running with this. MSNBC's been running with this. I tend not to... There's no substance to this story. It's just a funny story. But CNN and MSNBC and other, media outlets like that, they're really... I mean, some of them are joking, but a lot of them were really taking this shit serious. Like, they were really like, talking as if this is a matter of like deep concern. And I guess on some levels, you can see how it can be a little concerning, but overall, this shit is just funny, and they need to calm the fuck down. Trump, you need to calm the fuck down. You're drawing. me find out my people's drawing extra shit on the maps just to make their point. That's some shit. That is some shit. You know, the doctored map aside, that Melania shit is funny too. Why is he always holding an umbrella and she's not? Like, why is she always getting soaked? Why Melania getting soaked? That's fucking weird too. Like, first of all, if he has an umbrella and you're out with him, there's no way you don't have an umbrella too. Like there's no way the White House is gonna let the First Lady walk around umbrella-less. Like, that's just weird. That's just weird. But yeah, that's Sharpiegate. I find it hilarious. Some people find it disturbing. Others don't know how to feel about it. How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comment section. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.